Welcome to this tutorial video, which is dedicated to FDA. So FDA, it's a regulation named also CFR21 Part 11. You can see in this short document the description of what FDA is. Regulates how the data that are saved on electronic supports have to be managed and the related safety policies. So basically the scope of the FDA regulation is give to the user the possibility of logging in a secure way all the information related to the operation that the user will follow during the production of a specific item, of a specific product. This logging has to be saved in electronic format, in a secure way, and cannot be modified after the exporting. Why? Because this report will be, let's say, the logging of the operation that has to be followed during the production of a specific product. So in case of problem, we have the possibility of checking if the operation that have been followed are correct or not in case of problem. Okay. Creo HMI follow this, let's say, regulation. Now we can go to the Creo HMI application. Okay. So for example, here we have a specific page which is displaying the logging of all the operations that have been performed since the very beginning. So the application start up. Now we can log in with a specific user. So for example, test 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the logging is recorded. Now we write a new value in this tag. So for example, 12. The operator has to insert again the password. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. The operator has to insert the electronic signature. Sign 1, 2, 3, 4. And the new value is written. Okay. You can see in the logging we have the current value and the new value of the tag. Then, for example, we set an alarm, we reset an alarm, we log out, and so on. So you can see all the operations that have been performed are stored in this logging. This logging file can be exported. So for example, here there is a push button. I press the push button, and if I go to a specific folder of my computer, so for example, which is C temp, okay, you can see there is a PDF file, which is the logging exported to a PDF file. Okay, so you can see all the action, and at the end the electronic signature. So it means that basically we have logged all the events, and then we have exported all these events into a secure PDF document that can be used in case of future, let's say, check of the operation that have been performed during the production of a specific, let's say, specific item. Okay. Now let's move to the Creo editor and let's see how the page has been programmed. So for example, we can see in this page we have the object which is displaying the logging. This event log is coming from the project widget, from the widget library. Okay, event log. And as usual in the properties, we can define which are the columns that we want to see in the log. So for example, here I have the ID, the time, the user, the current value, and the new value of the tag. Then I have the button, and to the event, to the on event of this button, I have the FDA tracing export function. This function is exporting the logging to the PDF file. Okay. Then there is a general setting in the configuration in order to enable the FDA support and define the policies which are related to the password management. So basically with Creo we have the possibility of logging all these operations for future control, and we are conform to the FDA CFR21 regulation.